What's up, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Automatic Patient Podcast. I'm your host today, Jordon Comstock, and with me today, I've got a cool guest. His name's Adrian Lefler, a good buddy of ours. We're both Utah dudes, cool Utah dudes. We'll say that, Adrian. Adrian, welcome to the show, man. How you doing?
Good, dude. It's cool Utah. Is Utah cool? I was
Yeah, I
thinking
don't know.
Southern California might be cooler. I don't
Maybe
know,
Southern
whatever.
California is cooler. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're probably right. Adrian, welcome to the show, man. What's new?
Thanks, man. What is new?
Yeah.
Oh, tons. Apparently you're you're
Tons.
you're like floating in the sky and I'm
Yeah.
like in is this
Yeah, it's
hell where I'm
yeah, it's
at?
like
Is
heaven
it
and hell.
dark?
It's heaven and hell, man. Yeah, that's what's going on right now.
There's a
That's
lot
awesome.
going on, dude. There's a
Yeah.
lot going on right now. I don't know where you want to start though, but
Well, yeah,
yeah, there's a
let's
lot.
let's let's start with this. Explain to our audience who you are, how you got into
All right.
dentistry, and then we'll dive deep into
Okay.
all the
All right.
questions.
Just quick download on who I am. So I'm the CEO of My Social Practice. I have a business partner, his name's Seth Daly. He's a co-founder with me. We've been offering dental digital marketing services for 17 years. We only work in
Nice.
dentistry. Unfortunately, we're from Utah, where every other dental marketing company
Yeah,
is.
there's a lot here.
um, yeah, there is, and yeah, we just love working in the dental industry. It's awesome. We love it,
What
and
got you
we've
what
worked
got
with.
you started in the dental space?
It
Like, do you
was
have a
it
dental
was kind
background?
of no, I don't. I we kind of like landed it. Seth used to work. My business partner used to work at a dental marketing company 20 years ago that went defunct,
Yeah, sure.
and not because of him, because of the owner. And I had another company. It was not inside dental, but it was a search engine optimization company. And in the '09 crunch crash, we got cleaned out, and so did their company. And so I called Seth up, like, dude, I just got wiped out, man. But I got this great product. I can get dentists, or I didn't say dentists. I can get a business on the front page of Google in the Google map. This is back in
Yeah,
like '08, '09, right?
sure. Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, my company just went out of business and I've got 3,500 contacts. Let's just call them. I'm like, let's call them. And they were all dentists. And that's how it all started. It's a great product. It's basically local SEO is what we were doing. Back
Yeah.
then, though, you could
That was
get
a
a
big
dentist.
deal back then.
Oh, it's huge, man. You'd,
Yeah.
you'd get them on the front page of Google and they get 50 freaking new phone calls like every month, just like crazy business. So we
Yeah,
just
that's
started
cool.
offering that, and then we launched social media, and we kind of like decided on our name as My Social Practice, which we thought about changing away from just social media because we do everything like
Yeah.
design, website design, all that kind of stuff. But we're kind of known as kind of the social media dental marketing company.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, that's who we are.
Very cool. No, I've enjoyed hanging out with you at all the events, and it's cool that we're both from Utah, I guess.
Yeah, oh dude, I had so much freaking fun coming out to Hawaii and staying in your condo.
Yeah, yeah, I need to send you.
That's right. I haven't been
Yeah, you
invited.
haven't been invited yet.
Thanks.
Sorry, Adrian. Sorry, bro.
I probably need to send you a lot of business
Yeah, and then we'll
before I
go
get
together.
invited.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
a fun
yeah, yeah.
that'd be a fun trip to take a few homies. So, all right, Adrian, I got a couple questions for you here.
All right.
You have a claim that we got to talk about. So your
All right.
claim is that DSO executives don't know what they don't know about their own marketing, and that what they don't know is exactly what they don't know right now. What the hell do you mean by that, bro?
You screwed it.
Yeah.
You screwed it up.
I
Okay, it's
screwed it
this.
up.
All right.
Go,
So
go
we're
for
we're
it.
speaking we're speaking to anybody that runs a dental marketing team. So DSOs typically, depending on the size of the DSO,
Yeah.
usually they'll have a marketing team. So an executive at a DSO organization does not know what they don't know in relationship to their marketing. And what they don't know about marketing right now is what they absolutely need to know. And so it's this double blind problem.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's a kind of a funky thing to say, but I'll explain it. Okay.
Yeah, well, marketing's
So,
changed a lot, I bet, with AI and everything, which I'm sure you'll go
it's
into
like,
that. Yeah.
yeah,
We'll
totally,
get
totally
that.
changed. All right. So here's what's happened. Since ChatGPT launched, things have been kind of like really kind of moving towards search changing.
Yeah.
And just recently, just like this spring in 2026, Google made 4 or 5 massive updates to the way that
Yeah.
they do their search engine results. Okay. And they are now full AI mode. They've basically got their AI engine, Gemini,
Yeah.
as the core engine behind rankings and recommendations and so forth. It's been announced, it's happened. They fully made the switch. So search has fundamentally changed.
Yeah.
And
I've noticed big
what
time.
yeah, and when I say search, that's a word that describes search engine optimization, just being found in the search engines. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what search means. So search has fundamentally changed, and the work that you do for search engine optimization hasn't changed, but the judge
Interesting.
of that work has changed. So, we still write blog articles, we still build websites, we
Yeah.
still do social
Still
media, all this
content.
kind of
Yeah.
still content engine, right? And that's kind of all very similar in nature, but the judge, the search engine that's judging the content has fundamentally changed.
Yeah.
It's not the same,
Interesting.
it's not the same judge, okay? So what you have to realize is that like the nuance of the content that you're distributing
Hmm.
is a little bit different than what you used to do in the past, based
Yeah.
upon the way that the judgment is being made by the search engines, which is AI powered now, whereas previously it wasn't. And AI is just
Mm.
infinitely more capable of making assertions and recommendations and analyzing data and synthesizing data than the old search engines. Okay. So that's one fundamental problem. The judge of your content has changed. So, what does that mean? We can talk about it.
Yeah.
Secondarily, the way that the marketing work is done, like the writing the copy, the making of a campaign, the designing this, it's the linking, the blah, 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 whatever it might be, the actual work has absolutely changed. Meaning that human beings aren't, well, they shouldn't be doing the work because AI automations, automation and AI capabilities now, this has happened in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
You can get an automation to do 80% of the work that a marketing team used to have to
Yeah.
do by hand.
Yeah.
80% of it.
We've got AI employees now. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. So 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 here's so the judge of your content has changed and the way the work is being done has changed. Now,
Okay.
here's going back to my claim if you don't know what you don't know, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the reality. Unless you are neck deep, like literally neck deep in researching how marketing has shifted over the last 6 months, you have no idea what's
Yeah.
going on. And the team that you have right now, the marketing team that you have right now, was probably hired more than 6 months ago. And they are probably working their asses off,
Do the old
doing the
way.
right work, but they're doing it the old way and they're probably not doing the right stuff. You can't blame them. Okay. And you can't blame yourself because you never got the memo, but the
Yeah.
whole system has fundamentally changed. And so the way, if you were
Wild.
to, it's totally different. If you were to start today building a marketing company, okay, or a
Uh-huh.
marketing team, let's say,
Yeah.
you would not hire the same people you hired 6 months ago. You just flat out would. There's different positions, there's different skill sets, there's different strategies, and that's what the executives don't know that they don't know. And here's the problem: the feedback loop is it's all muddied up. The executive is looking at their marketing team, and their marketing team is producing results. Okay, they're
Hmm.
working hard doing the things that they were asked to do. And so they come back to you and say, here, we built the website, we wrote the blog article, we posted the social media content, we did this. And so the executive goes, okay, great, everything's working. But the foundation of the entire system has fundamentally shifted. So the way that they're doing the work is out of date. And the way that the content that's being published may be being judged or is being judged differently, and it may not have the same effect that it used to. So everybody that has a marketing team needs to wake up and understand that they're probably not doing it correctly with the
Yeah.
tools that are
With the current
available now.
update. Yeah, because
Yeah.
like historically, what did Google looked at what backlinks and uh like how you wrote the content quality, and I'm
Copy.
sure, yeah,
Yeah.
the copy and
Yeah.
all that stuff. But today, like, what are they looking at? Like, how are they judging differently today versus the old model?
Well, I'll give you one example. So this is we're talking about the judgment of the content issue
Yes.
versus how the content is created, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'll give you one example. So traditional search engines, which are basically gone, okay? So they
Yeah.
all moved to AI search engines,
You
but
go in and
how it
it's
used
just
to work.
AI overviews now. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Yeah, and everything in the result is all being analyzed by an AI search engine, not the traditional methodology, right?
Yeah.
So it used to be like you would optimize for keywords.
Yes.
Okay, I mean
Sure.
this is a really basic example. Like for
Very. Yeah.
you, you would like dental membership plans.
Yeah.
When somebody goes online and they search for dental membership plan, how do I get Boom Cloud to be the top result?
Yes.
Okay. Right. So what it would do is the old search engines would look at dental membership plan as a keyword
Mm-hmm.
and then would match that with content online that's super relatable. So if you had an
Yes.
article that's called dental membership plans, it might
Yeah.
rank because it's like a match with the search phrase, right? That's not happening anymore. If somebody goes online now, first of all, search queries are infinitely longer. They're so much longer than they used to be because people are using voice search. They're not
Oh,
typing
interesting.
anymore. So the query might be
Or
something
they're
like,
going to Chat GPT and be like,
right,
"Hey, tell me what I should do about this with my practice or whatever, or
exactly.
about
So
how
it'd
do I
be, yeah,
attract more patients with a
right.
good ROI."
Or they'd say something like, or yeah, they'd say something like, hey, ChatGPT, I'm trying to find some information on the benefits of launching my own dental membership plan.
Yeah.
My buddy's doing it, my colleague of mine over in, you know, Bend, Oregon, and he says that's great. But then I've got another colleague that's fine, doesn't do it. I don't even know what to do. And it seems like a lot of work. Like that's the freaking
Very
search phrase.
conversational searches.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
the search phrase. So
Yeah.
what happens is in the old method, nobody would search that way because it takes too damn long to type it out, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
who's gonna type that? It's like dental membership plans. Go.
Yeah. Easy.
Let's just right here. Right. So now you get these really, really, really long search queries, and even if they're short, it doesn't matter. But what the
Yeah.
AI does is it takes that query and it doesn't answer that question. It breaks it into subqueries, into like dozens of subqueries.
Okay.
So it might ask benefits of dental membership plans.
Hmm.
What's a dental membership plan? It's going to ask questions that
Okay.
are sub questions to answer the original query. And then it fans out and it
Fascinating.
grabs content from all over the place. It doesn't go to
Yes.
one article and grab everything. It goes to 50 different sites, grabs a paragraph here, a quote here, this, there, whatever, brings it back in, synthesizes it, and then has its own recommendation
Based off of the
through its
data it
own
collected.
based on the data it collected. So now,
Fascinating.
so now, to give you a very clear example, if you're trying to do search engine optimization, you're not optimizing for dental membership plan,
Yeah.
the key word. What you're optimizing for is you would go and you would look at the sources that the AI is grabbing the data from to create its own response and say, how do I create content like that? Or how do I get my company listed in that source?
Yes. Okay.
So you're retroactively going back and you're looking at how the AI search engine is grabbing the information and
Okay.
you're trying to like slip in
Yeah.
to where it's
Replicate it.
grabbing its information. And there's all sorts of strategies to do that with authority and linking and all kinds of stuff. But
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
different
Sure.
strategy. You're not just writing an article called Best Dental Membership
Yeah.
Plans and posting it on your website because the AI search engine may never be looking at your website as a source,
Yeah. That makes sense.
right? So it's just
Fascinating.
different, totally different strategy.
It really is today. I used to do SEO in my 20s. I worked for a small firm here
Yeah.
for a little bit. And then I always have done it on the side with other projects, right?
Yeah.
So that's fascinating that it's changed so much. So let's do this. What happens to a practice when AI doesn't pick them now? When in the old model, AI was picking them because they were showing up for certain keywords that patients were
Yeah.
searching for. What happens now, like for these practices?
Well, so the scary truth, and I don't mean to say this to be scary, but this is the reality, is that the way human beings are interacting with AI search engines and
Hmm.
AI as in general is they are passing off as quickly as they can all of the research to the AI. Okay. It's kind of like
Yeah.
I have this example called the librarian example. Okay.
Okay.
So we used to go to this place called the library. I don't know if anybody knows what it is anymore, but
What's
there are
a
these
library?
places that they have books and books. What's a book? Whatever, right? So let's say that you're studying for your economics 110 class. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you go to the library and you're like, librarian, I need some books to teach me about economics or whatever, right? This is a bad example, but just follow me.
Okay.
And the librarian would say, "Oh, go over to that column, look into these and grab these 5 books." And so you go grab
Yeah.
the books and you walk home and you read them and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's not what happens now with AI search. With AI search, you walk into the library, you say, librarian, I am trying to study on economics, blah, blah, blah. And the librarian just says, what do you want to know? Well, what are the answers to the questions? And the librarian goes, here are the answers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you walk out. You don't
Yeah.
do any of the research.
That's a
Okay.
great example. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's happening. So if you notice, in your own behavior, if you've been interacting with AI,
Yeah. Every
what you
day.
start noticing is like, holy cow, I don't know, I don't need to do any research. I just need to tell the AI how to evaluate the information to give me what
Yeah.
I want.
I just got to be good at
Okay.
giving it instructions
You
and
give it
prompting.
instructions,
Yeah.
it does the work.
Yep.
Okay. So with that, okay, so with that example, here's what's happening. When you go to Google now, and Google Gemini, which is Gemini is Google's
They're
AI,
AI.
they're AI overlord. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Jeez.
okay. When
Scat
you go to
scary.
Gemini, yeah, yeah, yeah. When you go to Gemini and you start asking it questions, if they're healthcare related questions, you're just trying to get answers out of it, right? You're just
Yeah.
trying to get answers. And so you don't end up doing the research yourself. And you begin to rely more and more and more on the answers because if you give it prompts correctly, if you
Yeah.
interact with it, you actually get exactly what you want back.
Sure. Yeah.
So what that does for a dentist is this, is it's no longer somebody goes and says, best dentist in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yeah.
They don't ask that question. They ask a really, really long question. The AI goes out, does its research, and then gives a recommendation. And if the dentist practice is not in that recommendation, they don't get seen. They're
Yeah.
invisible.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Hmm.
so what's happening is there's a phenomenon called the zero click phenomenon. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
So zero click phenomenon is that when you go to a search engine, if a query goes in, a question goes in,
Yep.
and that person never clicks on anything because they get their answer just right there, it's called a zero click.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is Google looking at that as, hey, we're doing our job because they're not clicking?
Exactly, because they're not going anywhere. Google wants to keep you in their ecosystem. They don't
Hmm.
want to say that, but they do.
Yeah.
But the reality is if nobody's clicking to your website to do their own research, the AI recommendation is the final answer. So if you are
Fascinating.
not in that recommendation, somehow you're invisible online, and that's the
Yeah.
scary truth.
Yeah.
So yeah, that hopefully that is a really long-winded, very illustrative
No,
answer to your question.
I think that was really good. It made sense. The library example wasn't did it for me.
Yeah,
Uh, no, that's really interesting because we're like we see here at Boom Cloud, we're seeing more and more practices finding us because of AI,
because of AI.
which is fascinating,
That's
right?
great.
And it's great, yeah. And it's still something we're like, oh, we need to really change our playbook here around this because
Yeah.
it's yeah, it's changed a ton. And I
Well,
would
you got a kind of a content engine there. You've done a really good job. I mean, I've watched the stuff that you've produced, and so you've
we
got
yeah, we
you've
have a
got a good engine.
massive we have I think on our website we have I mean in the day back in the day we've done like more topical authority in the
Hmm.
industry. So we have like over 5,000 articles that talk
Yeah.
about all things in
Yeah.
dentistry,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then we relate it back to like patient membership plans. So that's really helped us
Yeah.
with AI search and everything. And we didn't
Hmm.
even plan for that. That just kind of happened. And like, oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
AI uses our website as a massive resource because
Yeah.
we have a lot of content, right?
Yeah.
So, and then another thing you said is the way work itself gets done is different now. And I've seen that here at BoomCloud. Like we literally have AI employees today from marketing to the development
Yeah.
side of our business.
Yeah.
And that's changed drastically for us. Like, what is that looking like for practices? Are they and within their own marketing? Because I would imagine that's the first place they would look at
Yeah.
how it's done.
So the why the work has changed or how the work has changed,
Yeah.
okay? And I could speak to the way that we do it, which I think is a good example. But
Yeah.
so 6 or 7 months ago, Claude, which is an LLM, okay,
Yes.
Anthropic is the company that owns Claude. Claude is kind of like ChatGPT, it's kind of like Google Gemini, but it's made
It's
for
more
it's kind of
like
a
coders
developer.
based.
It's
Yeah,
made
I
for
use it.
developers. Okay.
We use it all the
So
time here.
Claude kind of launched and really dramatically upskilled all the LLMs have upskilled their
Because of
but
Claude, right? Because Claude was kind of leading it.
well,
And
they were kind of competing and stuff, and
yeah,
the LLMs have just gotten so freaking
insane. It's
good,
insane.
insane. That's what happens when you dump $1 trillion into like developing an AI,
Jeez.
right?
Yeah.
So anyway, what's happened is they inside of Claude, the ability to create automations that are kind of like built on layers of AI and
Yeah.
automation became really, really easy
Yeah.
and very, very capable. So you can
You still got to
build.
know what you're doing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
know what to say and got to
Yeah,
know
like that's the thing that I've
yeah,
noticed building
yeah,
like an agentic employee. It's like you still need to know how to
yeah,
structure
yeah.
and connect everything. But anyways, keep
Right.
going. Yeah.
Yeah. If you spend some time in it, though, I mean, you can really kind of pick it up. But
Yeah.
anyway, the whole point here is that when you take a look at your marketing team and you look at the content engines, you've got ads, you've got copywriting, you've got website development, you've got social media posting, you've got responding to comments, you've got blog article writing, you've got link building, you've got all these like things that you do in marketing.
Yeah.
About 80% of that can be automated through Claude projects.
Yeah.
Okay, Claude
Sure.
projects are agentic AI and skills and so forth. You can actually look at your employee that does like I'll use copywriting because it's a really really easy
Yeah.
example.
That's it. That's kind of the first thing that kind of went right with.
Yeah, it's just kind of gone, right?
Yeah.
Like if I'm talking like if there's an executive listening to this right now and you have a copywriter on
Copywriter.
staff, you don't know what you don't know. They're not hired
That's a
anymore.
great example of the first
They're
question.
like so 2025, right? They're
Yeah.
so 2025.
So
So
2025. That's so
yeah,
lame.
right.
Yeah.
Copywriters are gone. The
Yeah.
profession is over. You have automation editors. That's what you have now. You're hiring for a different
Yeah.
position because you can get all your copywriting done really, really well by an automation. But
Yep.
before you publish, you want a human in the loop to look at it to make sure the automation is producing the right content.
Yeah.
And then they authorize it, offer their judgment, and then hit publish.
Yeah.
So now, so in our company, I used to have two copywriters. Okay, one of them was my
Me too.
sister.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We used to have copywriters here. Now it's yeah, we built a system that doesn't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Crazy.
right. So I had two copywriters who were writing maybe 600-700 pages of copy a month,
Yeah.
just banging away all day,
Yeah.
writing copy. Right. So we built this automation, and my sister, who's one of our copywriters, is like freaking out, like
Yeah.
losing her mind. I almost said the word.
You can say
I don't know if
it.
you,
This is
we can say,
this is an open podcast. Yeah.
oh, she's losing her shit.
Yeah, do
Okay. Okay.
it.
She thinks she's getting fired. I said, no, you're not getting fired. But I'm gonna move you from copywriting into the marketing
Your
team.
role
So she moved.
changes. Yeah. Yeah.
There were changes. And we
Yeah.
went to the other copywriter and we said, you're fired. And now we'd like to offer you your new position, which is an automation editor. You're not writing copy anymore. We know
Yeah.
you love to write dental copy. This
Yes.
girl loves to write
Loves
dental copy.
dental
We're
copy.
like,
Wow.
you're kind of done writing copy. And so now she can edit even more than both of those two together. The copy's better, and she's not writing anything. She's just making sure that the automation we've built is continually being updated to and improve on itself. So we've got somebody who's not just writing copy, they're editing, but they understand the
They're improving
automation
Improving the
They're
system.
the feedback loop goes back to our automation engineer who built the system saying, we need to update this so the output is better.
Yeah.
So it's a different position, right?
Yes.
It's somebody who
That's cool.
understands automation, edits, and also can think like, how can I improve the system,
Yeah.
right?
They're becoming, at least my mindset, just in the AI movement in general, employees are becoming managers of systems versus
Yeah.
the person that doing the tactics of that system, right?
They're
Is kind of what
systems
I'm seeing.
engineers.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
seeing because obviously running a software company, in, I guess software and marketing both use a lot of AI today in a
Yeah.
lot of their processes. And it's like it's been the best thing, I think, for us. We're able to develop faster, create
Oh
things for
yeah.
our customers faster. I would
Absolutely.
imagine it's the same for you guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, when it was initially coming out, they're like, is this a threat to marketing and software development? Like, no, this is a amplifier for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
For
I mean?
sure. Yeah.
So,
For
but
sure.
for a practice doing this, I would imagine today with you guys helping practices run their marketing because a practice doesn't have the time to sit down and create a Claude agentic
No,
employee.
no.
I
If we're talking, go ahead.
I
Sorry.
just haven't yet seen that in this industry where you got a dentist opening up Claude and maybe some of them, maybe there's a small percentage of them, but the more innovative doctors, but you don't see practices or even DSOs building their own Claude systems that help them run their marketing engine better. Is that what
No,
you're
the
seeing?
rea yeah, yeah. Here's the reality. If there's an individual out there that understands how to build in Claude or Google Anti-Gravity or
Yeah.
in ChatGPT,
Whatever. Yeah.
they're building their own companies. They're not going and working for anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why when you go to
So
a show
the
now,
rise of entrepreneurship is happening then.
yeah, you go to a show like my business partner Seth with the Dykema. He says
Yeah.
half the freaking room were AI companies. And there are people
Sure.
literally who are like, oh, I'll figure this Claude thing out, or I'll figure Google Anagram. I'm gonna rebuild that old system into an AI agentic system, and I'm gonna sell it. You
Yeah.
know, I read a couple articles, kind of industry wide, not dental, but industry wide, the number one position for hiring right now, where we've seen a significant uptick in people requesting this position, is called a GTM engineer. It's a go-to-market engineer.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's
This is
essentially
somebody who
what an
can
on
do
what
this.
yeah. Yeah.
This is basically the position we're talking about. The average salary for that position is $182,000 a year,
Yeah.
starting.
Yeah.
So if that person doesn't go build their own company, you better be ready to fork out $182,000 a year to get somebody good to build a system. So if you're talking about an individual
I mean,
practice, they are not building this stuff.
no,
They're not building it.
that's how I look at myself running BoomCloud as a GTM engineer, right? We're always looking at how do we go to market and how do we make it the most efficient.
Yeah.
It's a big job, right? And that's how I've always looked at my role here at BoomCloud, where yeah, a dentist is probably not looking at their market and be like, how can I go
It's
to
not
market?
worth it.
It's different, yeah.
Jordan,
Yeah, it's not
it's
worth it.
literally like it's like you or me saying, dude, let's go on YouTube, watch some videos on how to place implants, and start our own implant company.
No, yeah, that's
That's
not our skill set.
literally what
Yeah.
it's like. You
Yeah,
know,
it's a different skill set.
the dentists that are
Now,
watching this that are like,
Adrian,
hold on. Let me say one more thing, and then I'll shut up.
yeah,
The
you're good.
dentists that are saying to themselves, "Oh, this Claude thing, I'm gonna go figure this out, or I'm gonna have my hygienist figure it out." You are climbing the wrong tree.
Yeah, yeah, I
It
agree.
ain't worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do know the implant space, because that's my
Oh, you
background.
do?
Sorry, Adrian. Like
Bad example.
I don't need a YouTube that. I already know. I ran my dad's
Uh,
dental lab and I did all the
oh, you
implants.
did. Oh,
Yeah. It was a long time
gotcha.
ago. It's probably changed a ton.
Bad example. Bad
But
example.
like I still wouldn't go. I wouldn't go start a implant company with you because that's just not my
Because
skill
I don't
set
know
anymore.
anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That too. Maybe with a
I'd
good
be
dentist. Yeah.
be a
So
terrible partner.
this is all. No, you'd be a great partner. This is all really fascinating, and I would imagine like my mind is like, what have been the impacts because so many practice owners probably are doing the old SEO strategy and maybe they're
Yeah.
even partnered with agencies. How do they know that the agency that the marketing company that they're using is using an old strategy so they can know what they don't know to make a no choice to know something.
Okay.
There you
Well,
go.
that's tough because that's a really really good question. So, um, there's a few ways to kind of like few things that you want to ask yourself. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, first of all, if a marketing company is really expensive, they're
sure.
probably not leveraging automations because you can
It's
build
all
marketing
manual
systems
work,
now. It's all manual work.
so they got to
You're
pay
you're
for that.
you're yeah, they got so either you're looking for somebody who has high quality and low cost because they are passing that automation profit revenue, that margin through to get more customers, to get more
Yes,
clients, right?
yes.
So that's one indication. But that also could indicate that the marketing company sucks and
Yeah.
they're not doing anything.
We're not
So
we're not getting any customers or
be
patients.
careful,
Yeah.
be careful there. Okay, so that's one thing. You should be able to take advantage of the cost savings because you're dropping your labor costs in the
Yeah.
in the content creation process. Okay, that's one thing. Two, are they even talking about it? Like, is the marketing company saying, we don't write copy anymore? We have a system that does the
Yeah.
copywriting.
Yeah.
Okay. And what you can do as a client of ours is give us the information about you, who you are, your story, that kind of stuff, so that we can build the system to create the content.
Yeah.
So, so you're looking for language that explains like, oh, well, you're looking for language of descriptions of how the content is created, published, tracked, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Automation, there's automation through all that stuff. Okay.
Hmm.
So so I think that's probably what you're looking for. You
Yeah.
know, if you're let me give you one more example. It used to be that, the way you would build a marketing team, the structure, the org chart of the marketing team would look kind of like you'd have a CMO, chief marketing officer.
Yeah.
You would have divisions. You'd have siloed kind of like divisions. You have a social media team. You have
Yeah.
maybe a media team, social media publishing, an SEO person. You might have a website development team or person, ads person, da 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 da. That's not the org chart structure anymore. The org chart structure looks like this. You have your decision maker at the top. This is probably your
Hmm.
CMO. Okay. General overarching direction on the company. Below that, you have basically three. Uh, yeah, you have five like things that happen. You have a storytelling section. How do you
Okay.
tell your story?
Hmm.
Like a dentist who wants to kick off a marketing system and just says, go create some content for me, it's going to be a shitty product. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to capture the story of the practice. That means
Yes.
interviews, video, imagery, history. You have to get all that to start with because you have
Yeah.
to,
Sure.
marketing is just storytelling. That's all
You
it is.
can't do
Okay.
stock. You can't do stock
No, that stock stuff
storytelling. No,
doesn't
that's
work anymore.
horrible. Yeah.
Okay. So what you have here is you have your storytelling section. You
Okay.
take all of that, you inject it into an automation system. Okay. This
Yep.
is where your automation engineer, which is a new position. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Which actually brings up another comment. Like if you talk to your marketing company, you say, who's your automation engineer building in Claude? And they're like, we don't have one, then they're not doing it because it's a new position.
There
Okay.
you go. That's a great question to ask
It's
them.
not a marketing position, it's an engineering position in the marketing department. Okay. So you have your
Fascinating.
automation system. Okay. You inject your story into that, and the system produces the content. And then you have a human being that's a layer there that basically says, oh, that content's good. That's a great ad. That's a great blog article.
Yeah.
That's a great social media post, but it's coming out of an automation system.
Yeah.
The human being is publishing. Then after that, you have a tracking and kind of like you're looking at the quality. Is the stuff actually doing what it need to do? Is it sending more traffic to your website? Are you ranking higher? Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. And then you have your scheduled patients at the end, right? Are they going up? Are they going down? That kind of stuff. So that's the structure. Now that's all automation stuff in there. The human layer is you have a automation manager, somebody that kind of like can understand the whole system. You have your automation engineer who's building the system. And then
Okay.
you have another person who's like that. It's kind of like the automation editor that I was
Yeah,
mentioning. Like somebody
sure.
who's looking at all the pieces of content and they're saying, yeah, that's written right. That's
That
written right.
fits.
That
That's
sounds good.
great.
That looks good. And they're publishing. So if you're hiring somebody who's like, I'll do your social media for you, you can do that, but that is like one silo of like an entire system that needs to be done. So you're buying a system now. You're not buying just social
Just
media,
social
just
media
SEO.
marketing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like
So
how
it's just a
when you
different
started, that
structure.
was probably more the case, right? Hey, you're
Yeah.
hiring my company to help you manage social.
Yeah. And that's what
Um,
we did because that's what worked, but it
Back
doesn't
then,
work
yeah.
anymore. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
work like that anymore.
this is all fascinating, and I would imagine. I mean, it's hit us hard. Just what you said 6 months ago, Google came out with their update. So this whole ecosystem is brand new, and it's hit everything hard. It seems like,
Yeah.
based
Yeah.
off of what I'm
Yeah.
seeing out there. So, okay, so give us an example of a like a multi-location practice or even a single location
Mhm.
that's got this right in this new era of marketing.
Um, I would say that almost all single practices, if they're trying to build this internally, they probably don't have the budget to build a system that's effective. They
Sure.
probably need to work with a marketing company. So I would say at that level, most single practices have like somebody handling social media and they're just snapping photos and
Like
publishing it, and
inside the
that's it.
office is,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. But
Yeah.
if we're talking about like a marketing engine for like a
Yeah.
DSO or something like that, you
Uh-huh.
now usually have enough budget if it's a large enough where you're probably bringing your marketing team in house, and you
Sure.
have to
Yeah.
hire all these positions. So um, I have talked to at least a dozen DSOs over the last maybe month or two,
Mm-hmm.
and I've interviewed the CMOs or I've talked to somebody on the team or an executive. Absolutely none of them have the system set up.
Yeah.
All of them are still working on a model from last year, which is
Yeah.
totally normal. I mean, we're talking about a massive shift in the way you do stuff, like in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
I
Things are
haven't run
moving
into anybody.
faster.
Yeah. I haven't run into anybody that's doing it appropriately. Unfortunately, what happens is when you talk to the marketing team and you're like looking at them and they're answering your questions, you're like, these guys don't know what they're talking about. But you can't tell them that they don't know what they're talking about because it's their job on the line and they're only being asked to do what they were asked to do. So they're
Yeah.
doing their job, but they're not familiar with the underlying change in what's being happening. So
Yeah.
I think I don't know if I haven't run into anybody doing it really well. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it's
So
it's it's so new. So that's really interesting. Well, and like AI is so cool. You can do so much in so many
yeah.
different areas. I mean, I've got an AI rock band that's doing really well.
Oh, okay,
On
dude,
we've
dude.
talked
How many
about
how
this,
many
right?
so yes, how many songs do
So,
you have for this now?
so so just to give you an example, both AI marketing and AI production, but with music, right? Because you can do
Yeah.
code and all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff. So, um, we're at like 30,000 followers, and we're almost to 6 million streams, right? And
Wow.
I started this AI band from scratch, and I use uh just paid marketing to get the word out and just like grow it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
growing at year over year growth. It's growing at like a little over 1,000% the first year, and then it's growing, I think, like 800-ish% this year in
Yeah.
in royalties, right? So I'm measuring that by royalty because
Yeah,
it
yeah,
generates
yeah.
royalties every month. But all this is done with very similar system of what you kind of talked about, but
Yeah.
with marketing and music.
Dude,
And
what the hell do you do when somebody calls you and say, "Hey, can you come perform for us?"
yeah, yeah, that's the business model. We get the band gets requests like that all the time. And it's just not the business model. The business model is a royalty engine, is how I've
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
seen
yeah,
it,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because there's like that's the biggest thing in like music is the royalties make a ton of money,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, but I'm using AI to build that whole engine,
Yeah.
right? Which has a lot of similarities of what you kind of addressed today on the
Yeah,
interview.
yeah.
And then, anyways, that's just a fun side project that I do because I'm a musician. I've always written songs. It's like one of my
Yeah, yeah.
passions,
Yeah.
And I just thought it would be funny to have a AI rock band. And now I've got multiple Reddit threads about the band, trying to figure out what's going on.
Who is this guy?
Yeah,
Do you have
it's pretty
do you
wild.
have fake pictures of the band
I
members?
have today I have fake pictures of the band members, and I've used AI to create
Oh,
I put an AI mask over me and I talk and do like short clip music videos and people go nuts. It's so funny. But that's the power of
oh my
AI.
gosh.
Adrian, this is the power of AI, both
It's
with
freaking
what you
crazy.
can do with it, right? Like that's just a weird example outside of dentistry, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's you could use AI in pretty much anything today, and you
Yeah.
should, right, if you can, or partner with somebody like you guys, right? So,
Yeah.
for all of my listeners, where can people learn more about what you're doing, and so they can stay on top of this massive change in the industry and not
Yeah.
get left behind? Because it's almost like we're at another phase in transition from when like white pages and the yellow pages existed.
Yeah.
That's kind of what's going on right now.
For
It's like
sure.
the Google search is the yellow pages today. Now it's
Yeah.
AI, right, is
Yeah.
taking over. So for practices that want to stay on top of that so they can one attract patients on a consistent basis and
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
lose out on that. Like what what's your website? Tell them everything you can
Yeah,
get.
yeah, yeah. All right. So yeah, we can thanks for that lead up to me plugging my company. So
Yeah, yeah, I
appreciate that.
totally did.
Um, so for single practices and most of the practices that we work with, and we work with almost 2,000 practices, um, we can work with you individually. Like we wouldn't build a system, like we wouldn't build the team. The team costs too much. We have the team.
Yeah,
You can just basically leverage the team that we've built. We can get the products and services across the board in digital marketing at really good prices. The quality is awesome. Just reach out to us. When it comes to like organizations, DSOs, or larger organizations that have their own marketing teams, what I would suggest is that we do an audit.
yeah, sure.
Um,
Because there's a lot of moving
take,
parts there. Yeah,
yeah, there's a lot of position that it's not one size fits all. So what would be nice is to like look at a team, see the players on in the system, find out what level of automation or AI education they have, what their capabilities, and then see how you would restructure the team in order to fit with 80% of the work being done by automations.
yeah,
And this is something I've kind of there's no cost for it. I mean, I'm happy to look at anybody's team and say, look, you
yeah,
might want to think about this and this and this and this and this, and change the way you've got it structured. And then we can fit in, like we can like plug in and do like one piece or do this piece, or we
cool.
can do the whole thing or whatever. So I think the best way to do that is to do an audit, because most marketing execs that I talk to just flat out don't even know what's possible. So it's
Yeah,
kind of like, okay, you can actually automate that entire thing. Oh, you can? Yeah, you can automate the whole thing. Oh, that frees us this entire human being to do something else. Yeah, great. So let's do that. So I think you just kind of like need to look and see how marketing is the systems are being built.
yeah.
And I'm happy to do an audit. So you can just call my social practice and ask for Adrian. I'll jump on a call with you.
My mysocialpractice.com
Yeah.
is the website. Okay, well, I'll make sure I
Yeah.
put that in the show notes. But Adrian, this has been an awesome episode and very informative to dentists who are most likely far still in the yellow page era, but 2025 yellow page era.
And you know what? I don't say any of that. I honestly don't say any of that disparagingly.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
things have moved so fast. Like
So
I can
fast.
almost not keep up with it. Like
Dude, I run a tech
it's
company and
crazy.
I'm in the same boat.
It's hard to stay on top of it. How fast it's moving. So
Yeah.
anyway, so you're
No.
not expected to have known all this.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not.
It's like asking Adrian if he knows how to cut a margin. Like he's probably not
What's
going to know
that?
that.
What's a
Yeah, see.
margin? Yeah,
Yeah, see.
exactly.
Yeah. Anyways, no, we hope everyone gains some value. Reach out to Adrian and his
Cool.
company. They're awesome. They're cool Utah dudes. So so go to his website and we hope everyone has a rocking day.